So I'm here today with Josh Cheney. Josh is the public relations and influencer marketing lead for Big Lots, the retailer you may be familiar with. They are a client of Ignite Social Media, full disclosure. But we've been able to do some great work with Josh over the last couple of years and really surprise people with the wide availability of product at Big Lots. And it's been an exciting partnership. And so I thought it would be worthwhile to take some time and get behind the scenes with Josh and hear how it came about, what they're trying to do with influencer marketing, and what maybe some other people at similar brands might want to take from this. So, Josh, starting off, can you share some general direction on the scale of the influencer program at Big Lots?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me, Jim. Good to be here. So our influencer program is relatively new at Big Lots, as you know, Jim, and so the brand is still kind of in a learn and grow phase. But last year we worked with over 100 influencers and generated over 168 million true view impressions. Plus, we had an engagement rate of over 9.5%, which we're really happy with.
Yeah.
In 2023, we did organize our influencer program into campaigns that were designed to support key product sets and seasonally relevant moments throughout the year. We had campaign flights running in 44 of the 52 weeks, which is truly impressive when you think about all the work that we were doing. So we were pretty active. This year, we're continuing with our campaign approach, and we've added sort of an always-on ambassador program, which we're super excited about.
Yeah, so that's, 44 or 52 weeks, 160 million plus true view impressions. Big Lots does a lot of marketing, though.
Yeah.
And how do you measure the effectiveness of this relative to other marketing tactics?
Yeah, that's a great question, Jim. And as we continue to develop our influencer program at Big Lots and demonstrate the incredible value that influencers can provide, contextualizing the results relative to our other marketing tactics and channels, to your point, has been very important. And we do that in a number of ways. Obviously, we're watching KPIs like impressions and engagement rate and sentiment very closely, but comparatively, we're also tracking things like cost per mil, cost per click, and running head-to-head tests against business as usual ads to measure incremental return on ad spend. We're also measuring the effectiveness of each influencer and their content and each channel within a linking strategy that allows us to sort of see orders placed and then conversion rates as well. So overall, we've been very, very happy with the results of all of these measurement points, and then our program continues to grow.
So if I understand what you just said, you're running ads on social that you've always run, and now you're running ads on social that were based on content produced by influencers and measuring the performance?
That's exactly right. And we're running them head to head with our usual ads. So it's been pretty inspiring to see the results of those tests. And we're just excited to continue to grow as a result.
Yeah. So what's Big Lots' big differentiator versus other retailers, and how does that come to life in the influencer program?
Yeah, thanks for asking that, Jim. And I love talking about this, so stop me if I go on too long here. But Big Lots is America's original discount home store, and our focus is 100% on delivering off-price value for our customers. So when you visit your nearest Big Lots or visit us online at biglots.com, you'll find everything you need for your home, including things like furniture, decor, and pantry essentials, and big brands, all at prices you'll love. So to bring this to life, we partner with a variety of influencers, from deal seekers to home decor and style experts who highlight our unbeatable compare to prices, but also bring our products to life in their home by refreshing their patio or living room spaces, designing their perfect dorm room, and even decorating for the holidays. So there's so much incredible opportunity, and we have a lot of fun with it.
Yeah, I didn't appreciate until we first started working together how much furniture you have. You can see from where you are right now. Just a lot of furniture, quality furniture you can get the same day, which isn't true at a lot of places. So it's fun to surprise people with all that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we do a lot of different content, whether it's in-feed image posts or stories or reels or TikToks or blog posts. Are there post formats that are working best for Big Lots?
Yeah, last year video really delivered the best cost per mil, which probably isn't surprising as the social networks push video as part of the algorithm. But we make sure to include a mix of content types throughout the year. Lately, oddly enough, we're seeing a resurgence of sorts in static imagery performance relative to video in our organic social feed. So it'll be sort of interesting to see if that carries through into influencer as well. But video continues to sort of be king with influencer for us.
When you think back to when we started on influencer,
hmm
is it doing better than you expected it to? Is it doing more than you expected it to?
Yeah, I mean, it's overall, exceeded my expectations. Social media content that surprises people or inspires people tends to do really well generally. And we've found that some people have somewhat outdated perceptions of what shopping at Big Lots is truly like and what we sell and the great bargains that we can give them when they shop with us. So when our influencers, followers, and communities see a beautiful living room or patio that's been 100% decorated with Big Lots furniture and accessories, all at prices that are usually well below elsewhere, that tends to surprise and inspire them. Plus, people love to feel like they've discovered bargains to brag about. We're known for great bargains, and that sort of bargain hunt, treasure hunt content does really well for us. Besides seeing the content come to life, one of our favorite things to see are the comments afterwards. We're constantly seeing people discover for the first time and rediscover our brand through influencers, and we absolutely love that.
Now, since we work together, I happen to know that you have sort of this bifurcated strategy where some of your
Yeah.
influencer work does what you were describing, like take the furniture, show it in home, show what your home can look like with Big Lots products, and
Mhm.
some of it is more in store, grab this deal sort of quick. What's the thinking? What's the strategy behind that?
Yeah, that's exactly right, Jim. We utilize both, depending really on the campaign and objective, as you know. Different influencers have different approaches and focus areas. Some, for example, have followers who are looking for great deals and shop with me content. And then there are others who have followers who are looking more for home design tips and budget friendly, complete the look sort of inspiration. Um, we can be and we want to be present for both groups because we have solutions for both. And influencer marketing helps us bring these experiences to life in a very authentic way. This year, we've added an always on, I mentioned this before, an always on ambassador portion to our influencer program that complements our campaign approach. The always on ambassadors help us highlight limited time deals and opportunities in more of a quick turn fashion. Our ambassadors are influencers we've worked with in the past who have created successful content for us. They know our brand, they understand our requirements, and this tends to speed up the process for all of us. We're continuing to use our campaigns, but we're using them as deep dive opportunities for specific product sets. We generally tap new influencers for our campaigns to continue to reach new audiences. So the prep work for campaigns tend to take a little bit longer. But
Yeah,
we feel
yeah.
really good about the two different aspects complementing each other in 2024.
So talk about audience. Who is the Big Lot audience, and how does influencer help you reach them?
Yeah, our core customer is generally female and often 40 plus, and we know we're reaching her with influencer. But our organic influencer post top age demographics last year were actually 18 to 34. So it's been a great way to bring in new customers, newer customers to experience the brand. Some programs like Back to Campus and Halloween do really well with younger demographics, while home furnishings and decor sometimes appeals to a slightly older demographic, but that's mostly because of differing lifestyle stages and life stages.
Yeah.
We're definitely working hard to ensure we're reaching both of those core customer groups, but also the growth customers.
So, any surprising benefits to influencer marketing that maybe you didn't anticipate
Hmm.
when you increased your investment in the space?
Yeah, that's such a great question. Two different things come to mind. The first being what an excellent eye so many of our creators have. They are creating beautiful content at scale across a wide variety of looks. You have to give them some freedom to do their own thing, but within guardrails, of course. But a lot of the content has been extremely strong, true to their own style and individuality. And most importantly, it's been very authentic for our customers and our audiences. The second thing I would say is keeping an eye on the comments. I mentioned this a little bit earlier. Comments on the influencer's post give us some interesting findings that we look at every single month. Of course, we look at this on our own social accounts, the comments that come in and the DMs that come into our Big Lots accounts, but they are different on an actual influencer's account, much different. And it's super helpful for us to get people's genuine reactions in real time to what we're doing and the products we're showing them.
Yeah. And I was talking to somebody the other day and they said, you're thinking of using less influencers than your competitor is. And to me, it comes back to that, like, this is influencer marketing. And like, if you don't get a good content creator who can show something that is inspirational, aspirational, like, you don't stop the scroll. Yeah, I can give everybody $50 to hold up a bottle of shampoo and say, boy, this is great. And, you're not going to influence anyone.
Exactly. That's exactly right. I mean, we tend to see, and we've proven it in some of our testing, that this really captures people's attention in their feed. And so we're using it across the board now, right? We've grown our program from just being a standalone influencer program to a program that now uses the influencer content, which we have full rights to on our website and in our emails, and of course in our paid advertising, which we've really ramped up this year. So there's a lot of opportunity beyond what's most obvious in helping drive people in a positive way to your brand, and definitely would encourage people to consider what are the other channels that you can use this content on as you develop that influencer program. So
yeah. So I don't think people, maybe this is a male perspective, but I don't think people want to shop as much as they want their house to look good.
Yeah.
They want to get what they need at a deal. Like, and those are things that Big Lots can help with, but that's what the content needs to be about too. Look how good this house looks. Look at the deal I got. And I think Big Lots content's aligning really nicely with that.
Yeah, absolutely. I think the show me content, right? People want to, you can see things on a shelf and you can see things across the store, and you may be able to put those things together. But I think a lot of customers now, what we're seeing is they want inspiration from people they know and they trust to put these things together. And we've got a lot of really positive, sometimes surprising responses from people that aren't familiar with our brand or our stores and our product when they see some of that content. So it's been super exciting.
Yeah, and Josh, thanks for coming to us from your store there, so people can get a look right now. That may not be the Big Lots they remember. If it's been a minute, it's worth checking out.
Yep.
But thank you so much for your time.
Thanks for having me, Jim. I appreciate it.